One thing we see is that small things make a big difference.
Yeah.
Small things. The things that we do every day that we consider normal, because we do it in excess, is a problem.
Yeah.
But the small things we do every day, these little normal natural adjustments.
And this whole no sugar, 0 gram sugar, it doesn't have sugar, but it has probably an alternative to sugar. But there's been no research, there's been no evidence that these alternative sugars are any healthier for you than normal sugar.
We have to be careful because our estrogen levels go down and then we need to have more protein and so forth. So just little things like that, having the avocados. And I think avocados are really tasty as well.
I'm thinking of that because I got some flax here.
Okay, so
You're meditating on that, yeah?
it's toning up.
As you know, I got a fall last year, but here I am.
Yeah.
You know, obeying what the physiotherapist said, doing the exercises, and building up my walking again.
Beautiful. How are we doing, Robust family? Look, before this show starts, which I know you're going to enjoy, can I ask you just to do me a small favor? I need all of you to give a robust smash to that like and subscribe button. Why? Because it helps us a lot. We want to get this material out there, and it makes sure that you do not miss a breakfast show beat on this Liberty Radio YouTube channel. All right, guys, do it right now, and I'll see you in the show.
This is The Breakfast Show on Liberty Radio.
Good morning and welcome back. I'm your host, Robbie, Ashley Robust Presenter, and today's a Wellness Wednesday. Joining me in the studios, you can see that dashing, debonair, handsome man over there in the Colossus camp. This one, only Colossus. Good morning to you, dude.
Good morning, everyone.
Handsome guy. As well as Colossus being with us today, we have the lady of sunshine and all that is good, gladness and fitness to keep you going strong. It's the one only Deborah. Good morning to
Good
Debs.
morning. Good morning.
Debs, how you doing? You're wearing black today, Debs.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I've been doing really well.
Yeah.
I've been doing really well.
I know. No, I mean, with you, that's why it stands out for you, because you don't normally do that.
I don't, but I just thought, let me just have a change. I do like black.
But on a Wednesday, you know Mama Sonia's coming up in the scene. You know Mama Sonia's rocking up in here, right?
You know what? It's just, allow me for today.
On a Wednesday, Mama Sonia gonna be around the corner.
I know, in a bright purple.
Oh my gosh. Look, if there's ever day I try to get away with it, it's any other day but Wednesday.
Okay, I hear that. Next time
If you're new to joining us, like I had this revelation, because you know in the studio
I thought I got away with it, you know.
Soldier, I knew when you walked in through that door.
It's like, what's going on with the
Why? See, Colossus even wears black, but we don't put him in the same spotlight because he never showed us the way. You know, you. It's not like you and Mama Sonia taught me.
Well, he's behind the scenes, isn't it? So yeah.
No, but still, sometimes he looks like a Spanish, like, I don't know, Colombian dude. Like when he wears black.
You know the series Prison Break.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
Pastor Gabriel, we said I look like him.
Oh no.
Yeah, could be.
Because my hair is like this.
I know. I was thinking, I thought I saw it from somewhere. But if you don't know, on Wednesday, like basically we have these grey walls here in the studio, and I used to always wear neutral colours like dark navy blue, black, and grey. And one day Mama Sonia came into the studio and she sat down with a lovely purple and white dress and a purple and white headscarf. And I looked at the monitor and I was like,
What happened?
I looked at myself, I looked at her, I was like, I need to change. So since that day, I said to I started to make an effort. I even went to a shop to start to get new things in my wardrobe.
Yeah.
And Deb's helps a lot because Deb is always Miss Flamboyant.
I tried to make the colours like kind of bright and so forth. But I just thought, you know what, I do like black, but I don't wear it as often. So I thought maybe today would be a day, and then and Robert's like, never
You
mind.
need to keep helping us. You need to keep helping.
Okay,
if you
no
do it on another day, like Monday.
Okay, all right, cool. I hear that.
But not intentionally, please. All right. So, guys, just before the timeout, I asked everybody a question, actually. Is clean eating, like more fruit, veg, and foods close to their natural form, considered extreme eating these days. You know, so when you say, I'm going to start eating more vegetables, people say, don't do too much, huh? Don't do too much. You know, I'm going to cut out the sugar. Don't do too much, huh? You don't want to go extreme. It's like, what do you say? Right? And I think maybe there's a subconscious part to it where it's like, you want to do something that's sustainable, but they're not articulating that.
Yeah.
I mean, because sometimes you could just like go, I'm going to eat only potato, you know, and then afterwards you can't sustain it.
Salad,
or just salad.
Yeah.
Maybe subconsciously in their mind, it's like, I'm trying to give you something to do. I want you to succeed in what you're doing. So make sure you do something that's sustainable, right? That could be it, Deb.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, because when you think about, even when you spoke about sugar, I know people are saying, like cut the sugar, but in reality, a lot of the foods that we buy from the shop, they have sugar in it. So if you can cut sugar as much as you can, do it.
Exactly.
Do
but
it.
Imagine, I'm going to cut sugar. You need to be careful, eh? You need to be careful.
Don't go too far.
What, careful eating sugar or careful cutting sugar out?
Yeah.
And we're going to go more into that because maybe you're listening right now and you're hearing this conversation and maybe there's something inside of you saying, no, sugar, no, how dare you, talk against sugar.
Yeah.
All right. But here's the thing. All right. I want to hear. Let me see. Sometimes I'm so busy talking. You guys send your WhatsApp messages quite late. Here we go. Okay. We got our Caribbean Christian David here answering the question this morning. Let's check it.
This morning, I'm looking to write a few things down, what I need to do to level up.
Okay.
Not even step up. I mean level up.
Okay.
So I'm drinking enough water as it is already.
Brilliant.
So I'm looking to try and start using dumbbells and work.
Excellent.
Work on arms and stuff like that.
Excellent.
You see what I mean? So that's the starting steps I'm looking to try and build myself up, to be honest.
Excellent.
But when it comes to food,
tell me, brother, open your heart.
I don't. Well, I know I'm
open your heart. Go ahead.
More mac and cheese to eat more than some of the shops, to be honest. That's me, to be honest.
Okay.
You see where I'm coming from.
I appreciate your honesty, David. I appreciate it. Caribbean Christian, I appreciate your honesty. So he said he's going to work. I mean, look, this is it. We're talking about, as we're going to be doing this, the Global Wellness Challenge, right? We had some of you who said you want to be part of it, which is great. Sorry. As you know, as of last week, I was completely out of it, so it really disrupted the flow, but it doesn't disrupt the flow. We still got a whole 12 months ahead of us, right? Thank God, right? And so we're looking at 3 or 5 things we can do, small things that we can do to improve our health and our wellness in 2026, all right?
Is clean eating more fruit, veg, and foods close to their natural form considered extreme these days?
All right, guys, is that considered extreme? That's what we're asking, and I want to know. I want to know. This is in the morning coffee question. Just came to my head right now, and I just would love for you guys to share your thoughts on this one. All right,
Miss Louis Vuitton.
Oh, it's the one and only.
Yeah, Miss Sinead.
Sinead's in the house.
Yeah,
Hey.
so she's saying good morning, all from Stamford Hill Church Connected. Good morning, Sinead.
Good morning to you. You're
Good
awesome.
morning.
All right. Yeah, so guys, we're going into it right now, and I want to show you guys a video, okay? The reason why on Wellness Wednesday, the idea of Wellness Wednesday, because as well as presenting and hosting the show, I produced the breakfast show as well, and Wellness Wednesday was a big thing for me, because we could just do a whole show just on vibing, or just on the pursuit of success. Right? Okay. We could just do a show just on music or just on current affairs. But we chose to look at the different areas of our lives, which I believe constitutes to us having a robust life, which is our personal development, spiritual development, health, you know what I mean? Laughter, relationships. All these constitute for us having a robust life. And Wellness Wednesday comes into play because my mom passed away from a lifestyle health challenge when she was very young. You know, she was like 55. Too young.
Yeah, very young. Yeah.
Very young, right? And when that happened, I saw her lose all her independence. For someone who was so independent, go out to work. My mom was a cleaner. Early morning, she's out
Hardworking,
taking care of her things, you know, I met Jesus. God changed our relationship. We're so good. We'd meet up in the afternoons. And then after this happens, and it becomes a strain for everybody, because someone who was independent now is dependent, you know? And that kind of made me pay more attention to these subject matters. And one thing we see is that small things make a big difference. Yeah. Small things. The things that we do every day that we consider normal, because we do it in excess, is a problem. Yeah. But the small things we do every day, these little normal natural adjustments, which is why I'm asking the question today, make a big difference for our future and for those around us as well, right, Debs?
Yeah, definitely. Just the small changes, like as I said, like for me, it's like water, trying to restrict sugar because I know I've got a sweet tooth, which is not good.
Yeah, we all have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, but I think, you know, the basics, you have to think about our fruit and our vegetables, and these are the things that God provides for us. You know what I mean? These are the natural things. So anything that's processed, anything that's like manufactured in such a way, you know, that it's not really built for human consumption, but just
how it used to be.
Yeah. So you have to be mindful. You have to or basically cut those things down. Wow. Start cutting them. Them down.
Some of the listeners probably listening. They say, you know, I don't think this is my show anymore. I don't know. Like the way you're talking like that.
Bit by bit.
Yeah, they're judging me.
No, yeah, bit by bit, step by step. We're here to help one another and support one another.
That's exactly it. And that's what Wellness Wednesday is about. So just to give you an example of how small things can make a difference, I want to give you the 10 things you can implement from today in just a moment. 10 things. All right, and I'm also going to give you a bit more of a highlight on how we're going to be doing this Global Wellness Challenge, okay, as we check in on Wednesday. All right, it's going to start just after this. So have a look at this clip. Small things make a big difference. Check this out.
A woman ate avocado every day for 2 weeks, she would notice bigger glutes and a smaller waist. If she ate turmeric every day for 2 weeks, her inflammation would vanish and her skin would glow. If she ate blueberries every day for 2 weeks, she would see a massive reduction in breakouts. If she drank coconut water every day for 2 weeks, her stomach would flatten and bloating would disappear. If she ate ginger every day for 2 weeks, her period cramps would finally stop. And if she drank chia seeds every day for 2 weeks, she would flush out toxins and fix her digestion.
All right, guys. So look, there you go. Just a few examples there. Huge thanks for the illustrator of that graphic that we just saw right now. And literally, this is basically there. It's literally sharing little things, little insights of what we can actually change to make ourselves better. How many things did we say, like, I wish I could improve this, I wish my skin was better, but it's just little things that we ingest into our body that make a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even like with the avocados, the fruits and stuff like that. With avocado, it's because it's got the protein, it's very good and it helps to slim you. And those are the things, I mean, I know, like for some women, and especially when they're becoming more mature, like myself, we have to be careful because our estrogen levels go down, and then we need to have more protein and so forth. So just little things like that, having the avocados, and I think avocados are really tasty as well.
They are. It's not for everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah, I know.
Do you like avocado, Colossus?
Before, I was like, nah, I don't like that. But I said, why I'm saying I don't like it if I never try it.
Yeah. That's it.
So then my stepmom, she gave it to me and said, just eat like that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you were hooked.
I can't really eat by itself.
Yeah.
But
with salad, it's really tasty.
For me, I feel like avocado doesn't have a flavor, specific flavor.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You have the flavor of the avocado, but it's not like a strong flavor.
I hear that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that.
But now I like it. Especially with salmon, bagel. For example, a bagel with salmon, cream cheese, and avocado.
With eggs, it's very healthy as well. With eggs, especially boiled eggs. So try that.
That's me.
Very healthy.
Small things. We're doing the wrong things consistently, and we're having problems over time. Just good things consistently isn't overkill. It's natural living.
Yeah.
it's healthy living. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Even just like with the walking today, I mean, I didn't imagine that I would be walking 10 minutes. Actually, to be honest, when I was catching the bus, I said because the bus would just take me straight to the station and I still walk. But then when I saw that the time was mucking about, I thought, okay, I'm going to do 20 minutes. This is good anyway. This is good. But I ended up doing 10 minutes, which was still good.
Okay.
And so I did half and half. So I still had the opportunity to walk.
Okay.
And it was a brisk 10-minute walk.
Okay.
And a brisk 10-minute walk is very good for your health.
Absolutely. That's it. So get in there somewhere. By the way, so guys, so I want to tell you what we're going to be doing. So did you see those emojis that I had? Those emojis, all right? So we got the emojis, and did you see the graphics for the challenge? That should be there as well that we used last time. All right, because we're going to be using them every Wednesday, the emojis for the challenge. All right, so we're going to be choosing 3 or 5 habits. I'm going to give you 10 of them that you may be thinking, what could I do? What small things could I do to improve my health and for my wellness? So you're going to... Sorry. So you can, if you don't have 1 to 3 or 5 yet, or maybe you say, maybe I might want to swap out one because one's quite meh. You know what I mean? Then basically what would happen is you just message me. All right. I was out of it last week. So when I received everything from you guys, I was crashed out and I was burning, but I'm going to keep everything. But we're going to work on it. All right, guys. So those of you who sent before, send again. This is the form that you're going to keep for yourself. So when you want it, I'll send it to you as a PDF and you could print it out. All right. There's one that's already filled in, right, with Sam. Right. There's one already filled in with Sam.
Excellent.
Show Sam. All right, Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. So there you go. So for example, Sarah's one is wellness goals for 2026. Walk 20 minutes. Early bedtime. So she says, I'm going to sleep from 9 o'clock instead of midnight. Yeah, or 10. Drink more water. Those are her 3 things she's going to work on. And then it says this week, mostly good. Or your meme might be meh. You know what I mean? Proud moment. Chose a walk instead of scrolling. So instead of scrolling, she says, I'm going to go for a walk, or I'll probably look at the internet while going for a walk. Small steps. What could have done better? Missed 2 evenings, right?
Yeah.
Then we have next week focus on earlier nights because she missed the 2 evenings. So this is the form that you're going to keep with you. You keep this with you. You print it out. Maybe you can have it on your digital device and fill it in. You can do that, but it's for 2000. We're taking small steps, and every Wednesday we check in to see where we are, how we're doing, how we're getting on. All right. From when we started the blaster last time, we have the one and only from the hills joining us, the one and only Julia. Good morning to you, Jules.
Good morning.
How you doing, girl?
Good. I'm very happy to be on this table today because I've got a lot to say, and I'm looking at this and I'm side-eyeing it.
You're side-eyeing it.
Yeah.
What are you side-eyeing? This box here.
This whole, can I hold it?
Yeah.
This whole thing about protein this, protein that, organic this, I don't believe it. Listen, unless your neighbor is a farmer and you live in a countryside, nothing you're eating is organic. Let me be honest with you.
Okay.
This whole thing, right? Because imagine you're a parent, right? And you want better choices for your child. You see 0 grams sugar, protein, yeah. But I can almost guarantee you, and I sound like proper health professionalist. So I'm doing my research, yeah?
She's got passionate. The fire's been stirred up.
I can promise you, if I was to research these ingredients, there's at least one additive in this.
Okay.
Meaning that you're going to keep having this. And this whole no sugar, 0 gram sugar, it doesn't have sugar, but it has probably an alternative to sugar. But there's been no research, there's been no evidence that these alternative sugars are any healthier for you than normal sugar. And if anything, they're probably even worse because it's made up. It's not. Do you know what I mean?
Wow, I'm feeling your passion. I'm feeling your passion. All right, I'm really feeling your passion today, because it sounds like you've got I've gone and I've come back
can I research
wait, and you've gone on a big journey.
Yes,
yeah?
And I was actually gonna watch back. Those who have me on Instagram, they will see I posted all these links for videos that I personally looked into. Like right up until now, I just stumbled across these videos, and I saw the first video was why are we addicted to these foods, and it had a photo of a Cheeto Puff. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And the man was saying, so many different things. I mean, I could ramble on forever. Maybe next week I'll bring some notes, or maybe I'll trim the clips you can show. And it was saying that a lot of people, they have this mentality of, working out so hard, I can't change, I'm so lazy. Partially, like people were, he looked into a research, right, where because everybody blames now obesity and all these things on willpower. If you're fat, it's because you don't want to change.
Really?
Yeah. And there was a research done where I think kind of obesity all over the world globally increased around 80s, 90s. It doesn't matter if you're 10, if you're 90, white, black, female, male, it all went up at the same time. So he was saying, so you're telling me that around that time, everybody's moral, values and willpower just started to decrease? No, it's because the food industry started to change up. And so therefore, these foods like this and many others, they are literally made to addict you. But the thing is, all these people that are like, they have this, shame about themselves that they can't change. For example, cooking real food, like cooking from home, etc. It's expensive, not just monetary wise, but you need time. You need the utensils to cook. Some people live in council houses or whatever, hostels. They don't have, what's it called? They don't have they don't have access to, maybe all they have is a microwave. Do you know what I mean? So
that's to do with personal really education, right? If they grew up mainly with a microwave as their main source of heating food, and that's something that's been taught, right? They don't see anything outside of the microwave.
And it's not because they don't want to change or they don't want to eat healthier. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to eat, fake food or food that makes you feel bad. But if that's all you can afford, then there's,
All right. So look, I came back and this lady came back. She came back on fire. Sounds like the penny dropped for her concerning her wellness as well. So today we're going to share 10 things to improve our wellness that we could start today. All right. And the first one that we're going to look at is to reduce sugar intake. All right. Big one, sugar intake. She just touched on it right now. Why? Because it improves our energy levels if we do so, right? But sugar's energy, right?
Sorry to interrupt you. Just before that, could we show the MCQ?
You want to show the MCQ?
I don't know if you want.
All right, go ahead. Let's do the MCQ then.
It's just because it's almost 8, that's why.
Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. Yes, okay, we'll show the MCQ at 8 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so the first one that we have is so those of you who might be thinking of this, maybe you didn't think of it before, and you're looking for something small you can do. Reduce your sugar intake. We're not saying have no sugar, but reduce your sugar intake. This was something that struck everybody when we showed this on the breakfast show. It literally, I think the coin dropped for a lot of people. Why should we reduce our sugar intake, right? Maybe even just saying that we'll reduce it, because if we say I'm going to go clean, no sugar, like Jules was pointing out, it's most likely not going to be realistic, but it's probably the place that we want to be. To aim to have nothing. We'll be still getting it anyway. Check this piece out. We love Dr. Berg. Drop it like a hot credit to you.
Look at all of your blood in your body. If we took all your blood out, this is what it would be right here. You would see a normal blood sugar at 80. What does 80 mean? 80 means one of these sugar cubes in all of your blood. That's normal blood sugar. But here's the question. An average person doesn't consume one little cube of sugar. They consume about 67 teaspoons of sugar every single day. That's right. I'm talking about all the hidden sugars in the bread, pasta, cereal, crackers, biscuits, waffles, pancakes, muffins, all the starches. This is how much sugar an average person consumes. How could someone actually have normal blood sugar if this is how much sugar they have, but yet when you check them, only one shows up? That is because of the hormone insulin. Insulin acts as like a vacuum cleaner, and it sucks the sugar out, converting it to this thing right here for about 15 to 20 years until it becomes dysfunctional. The vacuum cleaner gets broken, and now it doesn't suck the sugar out. The sugar builds up, and that's called diabetes.
We'll drop it like it's hot. All right, guys, are we hitting it home now? Well, it's Wellness Wednesday, man. This is how it goes down Wellness Wednesday, hey, Debs?
Yeah, because you know that fat, it reminds me of something, when doing presentations.
Yeah. That's just all lingering in our body.
Yeah, the fat.
So here's the interesting thing, right? So excess sugar intake, adults in the UK consume up to 3 times the recommended daily sugar intake. 3 times. Excess sugar intake increases the risk of type 2 diabetes. So ideally, we should be having about 7 teaspoons of sugar a day. So maybe if you want to start making some changes, that's important. Look at the sugar intake. All right. Too much sugar increases diabetes. That's the bad. Sugar is hidden in drinks, sauces, snacks, smoothies, everywhere. All right. And it adds up quietly. That's NHS Eating Well Guide. Okay, guys. So maybe your thing might be eating less sugar. And I have on the table just this cereal by Cereal. Now, Obviously, they don't know who I am. Well, they do know who I am because I bought it from them. So Jules was talking about it today. Jules was like, came in on fire. And cereal's a big thing with lots of sugars, especially children. Yeah. It's not that we love sugar, it's that we've been acclimatized to be addicted to sugar. That's the challenge here. And so Cereal have come up addressing this issue, and they're literally going into, if you look into this, they're keeping it old school. So Deb said earlier that this was like a retro back in the day cereal, but they are literally keeping it old school. So if you look at the ingredients, they've got here soya protein, right? Tapioca starch, okay, sunflower oil sweeteners in stevia, glycinate, pea protein concentrate, stable like calcium, carb, emulsifier. So they don't have any E numbers per se. They don't have any E numbers. They have some natural ground cinnamon, natural flavorings. So they have all of that kind of natural good stuff that's happening in there, and they reduce all the E's and the codes and all that kind of stuff. And they made sure to make it high in protein and literally low in sugar. So why did I bring this today? This looks good. I tasted it. I brought a whole pack of all the different varieties. So you got like the one that's like Cocoa Pops. You got the one that's like Frosties. You got all the different ones. They even have one that's like granola, right? Granola with milk, and it tastes brilliant. It tastes brilliant. They kept it really natural. However, what I'm going to do, the next step on my wellness journey, is I'm going to get a blood sugar intake monitor to measure my blood sugar levels and to measure my ketones when I go into the intermittent fasting. Okay. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like our friend does. We normally show his videos where he has a monitor and he actually sees what's actually happening to his body when he eats it when fasting. So this looks like a step in the right direction. All right. And they're really addressing this issue of cereals. So let's see how it goes. All right. But I'm literally going to make a test on myself to see what happens there. So if we're going to get rid of something, first one is reducing our sugar intake. Mama Sonia, good morning to you.
Morning to the whole
Wow, in the mic, please. Wow, go on, Mama Sonia.
Morning to the whole of Huno. Me there, Baba. It can rain outside,
Yeah, come down this way, Mama. Mama Sonia, come down this way. Come this way, so. That's it. Yeah, we're good, Mama Sonia.
In full position.
Yes. It's good to have you with us.
It's a blessing to be here, man. Me love come here. Me say the rain out there. Me say, but me there, Baba. I me walk it, Squawk.
Are you that, Mama Sonia?
I love it.
That's how we do it. So Mama Sonia's doing a walk-in. Fantastic.
Yeah, me love it.
Beautiful. All right. What's it called? We have Kofo was saying.
Yeah, he says, because I think he was asking about the cereal. He says, what do you guys have on your desk?
Yeah. So
does it have protein in it?
Yeah, it's got lots of 18 grams of protein, which is really, really good, right? Yeah. But like I said, I'm going to explore more to see how it affects blood sugar levels, because Jules said it very rightly, and she actually started stabbing it, without, but because she's passionate. Wherever she gets her hands on, she starts getting really passionate about it. I realize that's her personality type. And
so the first person to say that, actually.
And so it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. So I know she's going to do an investigation. All right. But Mama Sonia, you probably don't do cereal anymore, right?
No, man. And years ago, I say me used to pack up the cereal, them, Me say me they love them. But for some reason, you see, since we start work at the surgery, there were doctors that me could relate to one-to-one, and them tell me so and so and so. Me couldn't tell when last me to buy one pack of cereal.
All right. Yep. So you can live without cereal.
You can.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. But if you are working your way off it,
you have to start somewhere.
Then you have to, you got some options, right? That's how we do it. Or maybe in the evening time, you want something light. And if this stuff is something good, then, you want a little something before you go into intermittent fast, can go for that. It'll break down nice and easy in your body. You get your protein. You know what I mean?
In moderation.
In moderation. Well, because I know you missed the first part when I was explaining about that. So these are the different things. We have options for us if we're intentional to improve our wellness this year. All right. So we have our global wellness challenge happening. Also, the next thing that we can do, the second thing that we can do before we give our morning coffee question is, check this out. So reduce our sugar intake. All right. You might want to put that one in your pocket. The next one we have is, where are you? There you go. Hibiscus. Add hibiscus to our diet. All right. Why? May support healthy blood pressure. All right. It's known to reduce blood pressure. Now, here's my thing. All right. Remember last week I wasn't well, and because I wasn't well,
I was told completely out of it, and I'm like strange because I'm asking like, why is it like after 3 months something's hitting me again, right? Because my immune system is generally good. Previously I thought it was my age, but no, I'm still too young to be at that like that. And afterwards, when they went to check me out, I thought it was because of all the cough and all that kind of flu and other. They test my blood pressure. My blood pressure was very high. It was over 170, and they're like, "What?" And next thing they pull out the whole system. The lady wanted to leave, but she said I need to deal with you and I can't go. So she's like checking everything, blah 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 blah. And it was a health check. So they look at my cholesterol. My cholesterol's fine, perfect. Looked sodium's perfect. I don't eat a lot of salt like that, so they checked all these things, and she's like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. I ain't letting you leave this building so something don't happen to you. All right? Because my blood pressure is so high. So she's like, I'm sending you to the GP. So she did a thing, my health check was brilliant, but just for some reason my blood pressure was high. Why is my blood pressure high? Sent me to GP now. He's a guy who's done his time in the field, but big smile on his face, so he's a very mature man. And he sat down, and he went into the deep system where he found out all of my health details, going backwards in time, everything and he's like, so why? Let me test you again. Let me test you again. Let me test you again. In 1786, you were doing. So he was really going in. So what? So, and also I said, well, I was told before that it was maybe because of stress. And when he looked at it, he says, like, you've been like in this high blood pressure state for a very long time. We're talking like about a decade.
What?
That is long.
And he's like, something's going on that's making you really, really stressed out, and you need to deal with it because everything else is good. There's no reason, and also because of your age. So I'm like, okay. He goes, look, let's do it again. Breathe, take your time. Imagine you're on the beat. He went into that. He's like coaching me.
Do that, don't move, don't talk.
Right. So anyway, he said he wanted to. He had a few suggestions, and I was like, before we go into like taking certain medications and stuff, do I have the option to say, look, because on the thing when there's like a 11-week thing you could do now with the NHS, where they track your wellness and work with you for your wellness. I said I'm usually good at meeting targets when it comes to wellness. If I do this for 11 weeks and then we see before we go down this road, he goes, yeah, because we have to bring it down, and also I need you to see what is it that's stressing you out, that's causing you this stress, and I usually think I'm normal, like I'm just functioning, like this is how I've been since I've been for years, right? So this is it. So hibiscus is really good in my titanium container here, right? So I have my hibiscus. I went to my shop. Oh,
is it hot?
Good life.
Put the finger
perfect.
Is there any way we could see? We couldn't really see.
Yeah, you can. Well, I mean, you can see the colour.
Well, we could just see a little red.
Yeah, so I put the hot water and the hibiscus leaves are inside of it.
That's good.
All right.
Is it sweet? Is it bitter?
I can let you try some later.
Wait, did you mix it yourself?
No, so all I need to do is I just drop the leaves in there and add the hot water.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so no ginger,
no ginger. If I want to add ginger, but
do you know what? I missed this hibiscus episode program.
Yeah.
And I just keep hearing that I need to catch up. I need
to
see what is the tea about?
Hey.
Leave them for buy.
Sorry, ma?
Where you get the leaf them for buy?
You can go to any random shop.
You can even get them on Stroud Green,
Stroud Green. I just went to the shop across the road. Because the thing about wellness is you have to be intentional. Because sometimes we're like, I don't know what this thing is, because that's hasn't been our interest. Right? The moment I'm like, okay, I need to take a healthier approach. So you're gonna need to, just like how we found the hamburger shop, just like how we found the McDonald's, just like how we found the, you know what I'm saying? Just like how we found it, we sought after it to know it and made it a natural thing.
Indeed.
Now we're trying to do better. Now that we're trying to do better, we need to seek after the better thing, because we would have been doing it already if we knew where it was. Makes sense? So I went into a shop, I found a really good price for it as well. Fantastic. Got a nice big pack. I'm just using little by little, and I'm just drinking a bit. Now, however, in saying that, rich in antioxidants, great, clean the system, traditionally used in different cultures. The bad, drinking it all day, and adding too much sugar to it. So remember, you can overdose on things. You can. Be mindful. Remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a robust presenter, bringing to you some robust ideas that I find about for you to think about, but always follow your doctor's instructions, because they know what is better for you. But hibiscus, if you have a relative or someone who has high blood pressure, this can help. But bear in mind, don't overdose on it. It can clash with other medication if you do overdose on it, right? Because it lowers blood pressure. 1 cup a day is enough for most people. Natural doesn't mean unlimited. All right, and that's from the Journal of Natural Nutrition and Metabolism. So bear that in mind. All right, so I've got this, but I'm mindful not to start going overdosing, and you know what I mean. That's I enjoy the taste. I enjoy it. It's very refreshing. Yeah, but just bear that in mind. So this is something that I'm applying. I said I drink more water. In that water, I'm adding hibiscus to it, and that's helping me towards one of my wellness goals. All right.
Hey, just a quick interruption. I know you're enjoying the show, but don't forget, if you haven't already, robustly smash the like and subscribe button. Do it now. Do it now.
Most young people, I'll say young people, those who are in their early 20s, etc. They're not really excited. They like the idea of wellness, but they're not really excited about the implementation.
Yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
I think there's many things. I think one of the main reasons is, I'm young, you know, I can eat whatever. I know, for example, it's a weird one because, for example, I know some footballers that they eat there's gonna be no food tomorrow. But if you see them, they're fit, they're fast, they've got great lung capacity, whatever. And it's this thing of, even me, I'm still learning, and I think that's another thing. Many people, they're not curious. They see, for example, maybe a post here and there of, you know, eat this or drink more water, but they don't actually understand the psychological things behind it, the actual facts, the science behind it. So for example, when I kind of was doing all my research, all that stuff, the doctor, the researcher said, don't stop eating these foods quite yet. And I was like, what? You should be telling me to stop eating these foods. And he said, no, keep eating and look at the ingredients whilst you're eating, because you will start to you'll start to taste the additives, you will start to taste all the chemicals. And I remember a few days after I had done all my research, I got McDonald's and I was eating it. I think I had a burger, and the way it disappeared in a second, in my mouth, it just dissolved. And I was like, hold on, because real meat, it doesn't just dissolve in your mouth. You have to chew, you have to, etc. And I was eating it, and then after that, I didn't really have it again. Not because I'm like, no, I can't have it. Because this is the thing. Many people, especially young people, they're like, but I want to eat what I want. I want to maybe go out with my friends, have fun, eat out. And nobody's saying you can't do that. Everybody thinks I'm on this mad strict diet. I'm not. If I'm with my family, they're having a cake, I'll have a slice. Not to be there sat in my corner with lettuce in my hand. No, you guys are, you're eating the wrong thing. No, because also that pushes people away. You know, it makes them uncomfortable. They feel like they can't eat what they want around them. But yeah, I think there's so many things. But I think the main one is maybe. There's so many. People say discipline and all these other things, but I think in general, young people maybe aren't thinking so far ahead, and also they don't realize that your health impacts everything. But that's another topic
because I was even watching a video from Dr. Berg, and he was talking about how when he was younger, you know, things don't affect you so much. You fall over. If you're a kid, you fall over on a bike, you get straight back up. You know, and he said, you know, when I was a certain age, he's in his 20s and his teens, he was like, let me just break through and eat with the food. I feel like it. But then he said something very interesting. I'll show you the video, that it catches up with you.
100%.
So during those years, you're at the peak where your body's helping you to succeed. But then if you abuse it, that has a knock-on effect right afterwards. And because we're living in a climate like Jules was saying, where you have access to food that's not good quality, that knock-on effect is going to be harder for this generation. That knock-on effect is going to be quite brutal. And that's what we're trying to get at on the Wellness Wednesday. When we're feeling a pain in our mouth, we go to the dentist. If the pain is bearable, we'll put it off. Maybe the young person's going through some pain right now and they're putting it off because they think, my body's helping me. And they're waiting until it's too late, because that's going to hit really hard, especially because, you know, back in the day, we would eat bad. I can't believe I'm saying back in the day, but I have to accept that I'm just in a different generation, right? Even though I came through VYG and stuff like that. But to an extent, the environment was kind of on my side. Do you get me what I'm saying? Because you got those who are in their late 30s and 40s right now that they're getting impacted. But can you imagine if they get impacted like this now? Imagine those who are in this environment and then they become 30, they become 40.
It's true. Speaking of environment, I gained is when I actually started to come to the youth group in Stamford Hill. We have 2 chicken and chip shops literally like
that doesn't help.
Literally 30 seconds away from our doors, and that's what we would eat every single Sunday. And imagine I just come on Sundays, which I don't. I would come on a Wednesday, I'd come on a Friday. So after the service, I'm going to get let's say 3 times a week, every single week for 4 years.
Yeah.
I gained nearly 20 kilograms.
Yep.
Wow.
See, and that's only because you're looking at it now.
And it's only because before I would never have chicken and chips. Maybe on a random day my parents would bring it home because they haven't cooked, whatever.
Yeah.
But because now I go to this place, it's now my new environment, and I'm there so often.
And you have your own money.
And I have my own money, so I might as well. But it's the thing is, these habits that compound over time. Once you do it, fine, maybe not, but 3 times every week. So imagine 52 weeks times 4. That's what 260
You have to show Deb's
weeks.
facial expression. That's what.
No.
It's crazy. And as you were speaking about young people and children and stuff, and I think I shared this with you, that the kind of diet that an average person is on right now, of over processed foods and all these sugars, etc. By the time a child is 5 years old, their physical height is stunted by 9 centimeters.
Where'd you get that from?
I would take some next time. I'll bring some of the sources and stuff. And that to me is crazy. By the time they're 5 years old, now imagine by the time maybe they're 20, think about the physical and also the mental stagnation that they've gone through because of these things.
So there's a lot happening. We've got some comments there in the live chat before I share some of these MCQs and comments on the WhatsApp line.
Okay, so Camille from Plasto, Warriors, says, good morning, breakfast families and friends listening. Have a wonderful day. God bless you all. Thank you so much, Camille.
Thank you,
and
Camille.
Lady Jazz. We got Lady Jazz.
Did you say Lady Jazz?
I said Lady Jazz.
What does Lady Jazz have to say to us
Lady
today?
Jazz. Are you going to sing it out? Or?
I think today we'll let it flow.
I know, okay. Yeah. So Lady Jazz, Chanel says, good morning, breakfast family. Robert, it's good to see you back and well again. Amen.
Thank you, Lady
it's
Jazz.
true, Lady Jazz. Hope you're having a brilliant morning. Okay, and we've got Jay Makutu.
Yes.
Saying, I learned about hibiscus from the last show, and since then I'm really enjoying it.
Oh, lovely.
It helps when I'm fatigued.
Wow, well done.
Yeah, so she's on the train.
That's how we roll.
Yeah, and Chanel saying at Chanel 100.
All right. So we got a voice note here speaking about Jane over in Botswana.
Yeah.
And Jane shares this with us. Let's have a listen.
Yes, FM. So for the question today, I asked my colleague to do a voice note for you because she's more health conscious than I. So I figured from here she'll get to give the best answer.
Okay. So we asked the question: if your body sent no. The first one was is it excessive to have food to eat clean? So things stay in their natural form. Is it considered excessive nowadays?
Yeah.
Then afterwards we send the MCQ. Let's see what's happening here.
So check it out. Yes, I do think eating healthy can be extreme for other people if they're not used to it, because most of us are busy. We're leading lives that mostly consist of work or family, so we're always on the go and we're trying to find the quickest meal we can get when we're home and we're trying to relax. So your fries and pizza and burgers seem like the best option at that time. But eating healthy is very good. Trust me, it's good for your skin, it's good for your health, it's good for your gut as well. Once you start turning over to whole foods instead of processed foods, you see it. You see it in your skin, in your hair, and in your nails as well. Because then you start to have this radiance about you.
See, all the things that ladies, you're talking about ladies here, they want to see improvement in, you get it naturally when you just eat better.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is from within, but then it still shows from outside. It clears your acne. That's why I started eating healthy, because then my skin started becoming more clearer. I could control the breakouts I would get from time to time. And then the other best part is sleep. If you eat whole food, you sleep.
And you
well.
sleep. Wow.
Whole foods are good for your gut, and then they lower your cortisol levels. That's like your stress levels and whatnot.
Everything links, isn't it?
Everything links.
Everything links.
Thank you so much for that. I didn't get the name of Jane's friend, but thank you so much for that. She's actually, she understands that, eating healthy, if you're someone that is in a that eats in a particular way that the culture has caused to be normal, invites, promotes, markets on a day-to-day basis, anything like concerning like being a Christian who practices their faith, you become the minority in the way you behave. And you seem crazy for everybody going in the same direction.
Isn't it?
Right? The same thing with wellness, the same thing with faith. It's the same thing. But when you step away, you're going towards something better if the mainstream isn't good.
You've got some comments.
Yeah, go ahead, Sweet Power.
Lady Jazz was saying, she said, Julia, I know those chicken shops. She said, I tried the second shop. The chicken is great, but yes, stay away.
Yeah.
And Sarah from Luton saying, good morning, people. Hope you're having a
morning,
good day.
Sarah.
Say morning.
Awesome
And
sauces.
Samantha says that Jane says she had to introduce it to me too.
Oh, well done. Well done, Samantha.
Well done.
All right, so look, we've got another comment here. This one is from Lady Jazz. I should just give Lady Jazz like the office line, like the studio line, like just because Lady Jazz, she's with us. She's like proper with us. Because sometimes I do the WhatsApp line because sometimes it'd be difficult, especially because we've got international listeners and the voice note allows to come back. But I think because Lady Jazz, she's with us as well, but she's very, she's got a bit more flexibility in the way that she can communicate. But let's have a look. Anyway, let's have a look, see what she's saying. Go ahead, Lady Jazz. Yeah. And this was about if your body sent you a message this morning, what would it say?
Good morning, breakfast family. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a productive day. So the answer to the morning coffee question, I would say definitely A. Because one of the things that I need to work on is going to bed at a reasonable time, especially if I have work or church. I mean, if it's my day off, then that's a different matter.
Show it on the screen.
But if I know that I have to get up for work, I definitely have to go to bed early because I have a habit of going to bed late, whether it's, something catches my attention on TV or whether it's talking to my daughter. It's always that thing. So on Monday and Tuesday, I made it a goal to go to bed at 10 o'clock.
I'm going to make a note.
Today, I feel great. I feel like I've got a lot of energy because I started to feel sick in the first week, but now I feel much better. So I know that's something I have to start doing from now on because I'm doing the right things, exercise, water, intermittent fast and everything. It's just the early night I need to start doing. So, that's my one. All right, then. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.
Well done. That's a good one. Well done, Lady Jazz. Keep it up.
I noticed with Lady Jazz as well.
I
noticed with her that, she's looking more radiant.
She's looking really radiant, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Lady Jazz. I know, right? She's coming back ready. We got Miss Issy in Peckham at Peckham Theatre. She sent us a message. She says, why are you thinking of everybody else's body when yours needs so much? That's a very good question. So to our MCQ, her body is saying to her, if your body sent you a message this morning, what would it say? Why are you thinking of everybody else's body when yours needs so much?
But isn't it so easy to point fingers?
Yeah.
And be like, this person needs this person.
Yeah.
When it comes to ourselves, we're just like, let me just turn a blind eye.
Yeah. It's like, what? I need to do what? Yeah. What did you say again? Are you speaking German to me now? I know that's yeah. I'll go get my chicken chips now. So we could be. I get that. Thank you so much for that, Issy. Thank you so much. You know what? And they're coming in thick and fast. We got Isabel. She says, hey, I am very tired. If your body sent you a message this morning, she said, I'm very tired. But more power to you. Also, you know what's interesting? Something that Jules was saying during the timeout is about having grace. Because we're talking about this global wellness challenge that we're on, right? 3 things that we're going to work on during this 2026 or 5, right? But sometimes we can get a holier than thou attitude when we start doing something right. Which means, you're going to elaborate on your experience. When I start doing fasting and you look down on everybody who can't do the intermittent fasting. You know what I mean? Or you start eating healthy, your plate is full of leaves. And instead of being the minority, you become so confident now that you look down on everybody who's not quite there yet.
He's like, why are you eating that?
Exactly. Look, you're going to die early. Listen, people can be brutal. People can be brutal. And so you guys, listen to this. We have a really nice example. I'm going to share with you the other things that we can do to start with today to help us to have a better 2026. But just as we're it would make a little intersection here. A really good example that Jules has had recently. Yeah, share that with us.
So a bit of a background on my family. So my dad has type 2 diabetes, and he's very not very obese, but like he has a pot belly and everything. And he's always struggled with food, losing weight. Like he's on tons of medication. And my mum sometimes how married couples can be, oh, why are you eating this? How look at you, you're so big. And sometimes I would stand up.
And it's not, and maybe she's not saying it to be mean.
No.
It's probably coming in place of, I want him to change.
Yeah,
100%. Do you get the psychology here?
It's old school, trying to teach.
It's
old school.
Yeah. And sometimes I would stand and I would listen and be like, my gosh, if I was in that position, that would do
so
everything but make me want to change. Yeah. Because that would make me feel so even insecure, ashamed, because it's like I'm sure there are other aspects that affect his diabetes. So to think that it's just, you don't want to change, or being lazy, it's very discouraging. And so, for example, recently we both had bought apple cider vinegar at the same time, and we made kind of like a joke about it because I think he must have seen like a YouTube video or something about warm water and apple cider vinegar. And last night I was making myself one, and we just have a very very light-hearted relationship, very smooth going. And he saw me and I was, oh, Dad, do you want one? And he was like, okay, yeah, make me one. I'm going to the shower because I was going to boil the water. I'll come down when it's when it's not so hot. And just through that moment, I saw how being the difference maker in your family, it doesn't look like, oh, you're this, you're that, everyone diet, push-ups. No, because firstly, that's unrealistic. You can't maintain that. You get frustrated. You go back to stage one. And also with him, I can tell that he stress eats a lot. So he'll, for example, have dinner. He'll go and get out ham and bread and just make some more sandwiches. And I can see that it's a lifestyle as well. It's not something that changes overnight. Like, I know for me, like, I love my friends, but sometimes I want to, like, why are you still eating this nonsense? When you can literally see before your eyes.
And she gets passionate, so I'm glad you witnessed that.
Yeah, but then I realize, even now when I'm with my friends, like, after VYG, Sunday Live, then Chicken Shop, I won't be like, oh, guys, what are you doing? Of course, they'll know. I'll go there and I'll be like,
So this is really important, right? Because obviously we're talking about improving our wellness for the way that we are, but even when we start doing good, right? We have to be mindful of this. We're on this journey. We know what's good and bad for us, and we're able to take these small steps to improve. But let's not get the holier than thou attitude. When you said that example, and this is how it links even to spiritual things. We had the Where You Going show yesterday. With Pastor Reese and Miss Bijou. We have it at 12 o'clock Monday to Friday. Yep, and we was talking about different things, the prodigal son, how the other brother was when the younger brother came back, and sometimes we can have a holier than thou attitude because of what we're doing, and that can sabotage us in our faith long term. So we can also do the same thing when it comes to our wellness as well. We can have a holier than thou attitude and put down people who are probably looking for some glimmer of inspiration, and instead of being an inspiration, we become a persecutor.
Exactly. I'm so sorry. Just to add, with that, I wanted to go on runs. My brother, literally, I think on Sunday, if I showed you my messages, he messaged me, I think 5 o'clock. Julia, do you want to go on a run today? When are you coming home? 7 p.m. I replied, Julia, on a run, yes or no? Then where are you? How far are you? Just because I sparked a conversation of let's go on a run. Now he's been going on runs with me.
Beautiful.
He wants to eat healthy.
Look at that.
And oh my gosh, there was another thing I wanted to say. People want to see the real you. For example, with me on my Instagram, I'm crazy. I just post everything. Sometimes I have to.
What's your Instagram, by the way, so everyone can see your craziness?
It's Julia Maria Bieniek 1. Julia, I think.
Just share it in our Telegram.
Yeah. But a lot of stuff I post to my close friends, so maybe I'll start posting more on my main. But what was I gonna say? Like, for example, yesterday I shared, yesterday I had like a ball of Ferrero Rocher, and I saw that was another thing, how my sugar energy just spiked in a second. I was like, whoa, what is going on?
So that's because you haven't had sugar, intentionally having loads of sugar for a while.
In 3 weeks I haven't really had sugar like that. And then I said, today was a bit of a, rougher day. I didn't even have like a burger or this, that, but I kind of, snacked a little bit here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people want to see. Because, for example, like, I know if I'm following like a health fitness account and I just see every day 3 a.m. wake up, push-ups, I'm not going to follow you because I know that's not the reality. Let's be honest.
Okay.
You have to
But can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Even if I did see that and I want to use that as motivation, I will. Because I choose not to be skeptical.
Yeah.
I choose not to be a skeptic.
Take what is good. But what I mean is that people want to see that, you're still a human being. You may have slip-ups, but it's the fact that you keep going. People want to see that it's something that's realistic. Real. It's real. It's not something that, now, like, guys, do you know what I mean? People want to be able to relate and find not easy solutions, but like
realistic.
Simple, yeah.
And bear in mind, a 20-year-old is in a different category than a 40 or 50-year-old, right? So remember, everyone needs to learn their lane. Guys, I want to share with you some more things you can start today. Remember, we are doing the Global Wellness Challenge here on The Breakfast Show, where we're meeting up each week, all right? Have you got the emojis, all right? And what will happen, actually show the paper first, all right? What will happen is, those of you interested, message me on The Breakfast Show WhatsApp line, or you can send me an email to producer@libertyradio.co.uk, producer@libertyradio.co.uk, or just send me a message so we can instigate everything. This is the form that I'll send to you. All right, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. All right, I'll send you that form as a PDF. You can print it out from wherever you are. Print it out as a big giant A4, or print it out as 2 A3 sizes on a piece of paper. And you can show the example. We have an example of one here right now, where basically this is Sam, right? Sarah. I keep saying Sarah. And basically you can walk 20. She's put here, my 3 things are going to be walking 20 minutes, etc., etc. You might have 5 things. We're doing 3 or 5, because if you do too many, you're probably not going to finish doing it. You're not going to focus. All right. And there you have that example. Okay. So this is what we're doing. And also, if you show the emojis, you see that bit where it says the week, mostly mood. There will be a bit where you can call in and share how your week went. All right. And I will ask you, was your week meh or yeah? So if it was a yeah, which would be this symbol here, or this symbol here, yeah, or this symbol here, that's, oh, not that one, no, that's the other one. Those are the other one, go to the other one. This is the meh, that's the yeah, all right? And then you'll tell us what made it a yeah. Yeah, you probably made a note of it. Tell us what made it a yeah. I did my night's sleep, this and the other. I had great progress today. I did 3 days without intentionally putting sugar in my body. I felt the desire. The other 4 days I have as normal days, but I'm going in the right direction. Or it could be meh. All right, so a meh is this image here. So I'll ask you, a yeah or meh? It's like, oh man, I just crashed this week. I just crashed, or it could be this image here. All right, a meh. So you will let us know whether your week was, next week Wednesday, you let us know whether your week was meh or yeah or meh. All right, let us know, and then we can be following up each other. All right, and obviously I'll make my notes here to see how you're going on with your goals, etc. We're going to be checking in. It's not pressure, it's just small incremental changes. And when we share, I know that when we share these things with the community, it works really well. Samantha says here at Jane, she had to introduce it to me too. So she got introduced to I believe Hibiscus, right? And so Samantha, even though health conscious, has helped her to improve her health journey, and that's what we're doing here with this wellness challenge. All right, it's a global wellness challenge. So please send me a message via WhatsApp to Debs.
It's +44 75 79 79 6845. That's +44 75 79 79 6845. That is the WhatsApp line using the WhatsApp platform.
All right. And by the way, Anna Paula Tavira, she said this morning the message her body's sending to her is go back to sleep. Yeah. Gloria the tech girl says, I need to eat more meat. I cut down a lot, just didn't feel like eating it, and I think that's why my iron is so low, amongst other things. Yes, even now in the United States, they've literally been addressing the food pyramid, the health pyramid, because there were some ideas that were given before, and they looked at it compared to the scientific research, that things were a bit off. There are some things that were totally out of date. They didn't resonate. Things that were bad, which were actually good for us, that science has revealed over time.
Like they say, talk about red meat.
Yes.
Because red meat has the iron in it, but then they say red meat is not good for you.
Exactly.
So that's where it's controversial. So we know that red meat, obviously, you have to have enough of it in your diet.
Exactly. And a lot of people taking, the wellness journey as like a headache because they got mixed messages.
Yes.
Mixed messages. Don't get me wrong. Time reveals things, right? As science improves, as we see the outcomes of people's choices, we have a better, clear idea what's good and what's not good for us. However, because we have access to social media, we have many voices saying many different things. And that's why it's important to be able to, make sure research into things, look into things. That's why find a good source. I like Dr. Berg a lot. I like Dr. Berg a lot because there's some things that he has shared which at that moment wasn't popular because of the way the consensus was speaking, but then you see that time justifies him. Times, oh gosh, he was right all along. You know what I mean? So when you find good sources, just like in faith, there are good sources and there are bad sources. If the person says to you, yes, I love Mother God. What? Right? Because it doesn't, they're trying to be a source, but something's off because you are informed, right? God has never referred to himself that way before, right? I love Mother Tree and I'm a Christian. So anyway, I'm just using that example. Everyone can believe what they choose to believe, but as a Christian, you need to check your sources. So guess what? In our wellness, we need to check our sources. This advertises really good. I've seen really good things. I've looked into it, but like I said, I'm gonna go do a sugar blood test to see how this affects. Right? That's what it means to look at your sources. Some of us ain't bothered to do that. But if we want wellness, we need to become good in the field that we're investing in. That's how life is. All right, so we got our next video to share with you guys. And when we do, after I show you this, I want to come back because I've got a MCQ response from Sada over there in Luton, and also our Caribbean Christian David. He's got something to share with us. So let's go to our third one today. Something you could start today that will improve your wellness, and this one is huge. It's absolutely massive. And the third one is building muscle. Building muscle. All right. Building muscle is a huge one. Why? Because it protects our joints, right? It helps prevent accidents later in life. Supports independence as we age. All right. Now we have in the universal family a lot of women. All right. A lot of women are in our universal family. Even now, I look at the table of justice. You can see that there are a lot of women, right? And this is huge because it affects men, but it affects women even more. Colossus, that one from that top one to the second side, that one, all right. So it affects women more. So helps support independence as we age. The bad, going too hard, too fast can be a problem. The injury and burnout. I remember Selena Green, Wonder Woman, was with us, and she wanted to go all out too quickly, not balancing where she was in terms of her strength, and she got injured really badly. All right. However, if we're wise and we're taking things gradual to know where our strength level is, that's a win. Okay, so we got a clip here to share with you guys. I want you guys to check it out. All right, and this is from check it out, have a look. Scrubs to the Let's Show. Okay, go ahead.
A lot of people think like, oh, I'm entering my 30s and my 40s, like my metabolism isn't what it used to be. Actually, what they found is that age from the ages of 20 to about 60 does not influence metabolism. What influences metabolism is loss of lean mass. So if a 20-year-old and a 60-year-old have the same body weight and lean mass, theoretically, they could have the exact same metabolism. So it's not age that's decreasing our metabolism, it is our loss of lean mass. So if that's your only motivator to get into the gym and start building muscle, I think that's a great start.
All right, guys, so building muscle. So maybe that's your thing that you might want to do. 2 to 3 sessions a week is enough. Recovery is very important. This is from the NHS and WHO. So have you considered this? Have you considered building more muscle? I know you're very much into fitness, and I know women, they say, oh, aerobics is for us and bodybuilding is for men. But actually, that's not the case. Hey, Jules.
Like, for example, my mum, she's 49.
Well, I feel like I can't hear you.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you don't have headphones either, do you? Go ahead, speak.
My mum is 49. There's 2 things. First of all, she doesn't look her age because her stress levels are incredibly high, so she looks much older.
Wow.
But also, she is always having joint pains, always having back pains. Her job requires her to be on her feet a lot. She's a seamstress, walking around, getting fabric, all that stuff. But when she comes home, she's just sat on the couch. So imagine, there's no stretching involved. There's no, you know, lifting heavy things so that your muscles stay engaged and they don't end up, you know, cramping and then giving you further pain. And so 100%, I think women often think, and it's not to say start with aerobics, amazing, but don't neglect building strength, because indeed as you're older, you get weaker, you get more fragile, and you need muscles to protect you from all of these, you know, incidents. Like, for example, I think I saw a thing where, I forgot what the percentage was, but it was really high that women will most likely break a bone when they're older because they are so fragile, they are so weak. So strength training.
Because their estrogen levels dip. Right, and so I think it's
osteoporosis, and
the bones, and especially when they hit menopause, it's rampant.
Exactly.
So we need to have that frame, that muscle frame. We need to develop it while you have strength. Develop it now. You can develop. And there was that question, okay, what if I'm 65? What if I'm 70? What would you say to that person, Mama Sonia?
We just got to take care of us.
That's it.
We have to take care of us.
Exactly.
No, I'm thinking of that because I got some flaps here.
Okay, so
you're meditating on that,
Right?
Toning up.
As you know, I got a fall last year, but here I am.
Yeah.
You know, obeying what the physiotherapist said, doing the exercises, and building up my walking again.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We have to take care of ourselves. We have to do it. If we not do it, nobody now got to do it for it.
Drop it like it's hot. And this is important. Even there was you know, have you ever like tripped and caught yourself on your leg so you didn't fall down?
Yeah.
So you know when you're tripping,
it's like your reflex.
Your reflex, right? Yeah. So I saw a clip that was that's another set of muscles in our legs. But guess what? Those are the ones that lose strength as we get older. So if we do not maintain muscle, guess what happens when we get to a certain age? We will trip and we'll break something.
Yeah.
You see, so it really is something that starts from the moment we hear about it. Yeah. If we're in our teens, if we're young, it starts from now. If we're in our 65s or 70, you know, guess what? There ain't just 500-pound weights. There are 25-pound weights. There are 10-pound weights. There are 5-pound weights. You start from where you are, right? And then you build from there. That's how the miracle of the human body is. This is the beauty of it, right? So that's our third one. So building muscle helps protect us, helps to keep our frame so we don't start arching. You know, we can do simple things like deciding to do squats. All right, I've got a nice clip for you. What would happen if you did 200 squats a day, every single day?
Wow.
It's extreme, but have a look. Check this out.
What if you did 200 squats every single day? In the beginning, your legs tremble with every rep, and sitting down feels like fire. But by week 2, your stride gets stronger, your glutes lift higher, and your quads start to harden like armor. Stairs suddenly feel easier, and your balance improves without you noticing. After a month, your lower body looks sculpted, your core feels tighter, and your posture becomes powerful with every step you take.
Boom. Boom. All right, now you don't have to do 200 steps. What's showing us there is consistency. Consistency in what you can do brings unfathomable results. You know what I mean? That's what we're learning there. So building muscle, all these things, we just not conditioned to do it. We don't like it because it's taking us out of our comfort zone, because our comfort zone is soda, sugar, fast food, and we're staying up late to scroll,
to chill,
right? To chill. So these are the things. It's small things. So building muscle needs to be on your list. So if you like building muscle, take that one, put that one in your pocket. Right there. All right, we're going through it. I think we're on number 3 now. I hope maybe what we can do, we can finish on 5. I've got a message here from Lara, from Sarah over there in Luton. Let's see what Sarah has to say. And this is a response from today's MCQ. If your body sent you a message this morning, what would it say? Let's listen to this MCQ.
Good morning, breakfast show. Awesome. So, to answer the morning coffee question, my body will not only send me a message, but would actually shout at me, telling me to learn how to drink regularly, at least 2 liters of water, because I don't really drink water. I don't really drink anything, to be honest. But it would shout at me to start drinking water more and more, because even for my skin, I can say that I'm dehydrated. And it's not that I don't know, I know, But
just to do it.
I need to push myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was shocked at me.
Love it, Sarah. Good morning, breakfast show.
That's nice, isn't it?
I think we have to make a jingle out of that.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, we're going to keep an eye on you on your water intake from now on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, close camera.
We see you.
Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on your water intake from now on. We're going to encourage you. And next week, Wednesday, let us know if this week was meh or yeah. All right, let us know. Let's improve that water intake. Okay, so let's go to the fourth one now. All right, let's go to the fourth one. So the fourth wellness tip, which we already shared was the squats. All right, the squats. So squats, you could choose to do squats. Strengthens legs and core, improves balance, support real life movement. Right. So I had this clip. Oh, that's a nice one that we can show there. I love that one. Thanks for selecting that one. So literally supports real life movement. Why? Because remember we said about if you tripped, right, and then you catch yourself in the trip. Squats strengthen that.
Yeah.
Simple squats, making it part of your routine before you go to bed. Yeah. Maybe at lunchtime. Maybe we're including new things in our wellness. That's the objective. We want to go through 2026 to add new habits that we're doing and shut down or mitigate a few of the other ones that are a bit of a problem. Yeah. Could be cereal, and look, we might have an alternative for you. We'll do the test. The bad, if you have poor form. So if you're doing those squats with a poor form, you're strengthening a bad form for yourself. So you make sure you do your squats properly, you know, with your back, or maybe you might go and see a personal trainer one time or go to a gym, see someone who's good at doing squats, and make sure you learn a good form. Because if you do a form like this, what will happen? What will you strengthen? You'll strengthen your muscles in this type of form, which is not what you want.
You don't want to strain yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. People sit now hunched because they learn a bad form in sitting. So that's the bad. The ugly, knee or back pain. So if you try to do too much, more than you're capable to, you need to do so much to burn, but just be mindful of your threshold. The key is consistency. Consistency will make us stronger. All right. So start with chair squats. If there's any pain, pain is a sign to stop. All right. And it's from the NHS and the American Council of Exercise. So there you go. And you chimed in during the timeout, Mama Sonia, when we touched on the squats, on things that your doctor advised you to do, right?
Therapist, yeah.
What were they saying?
It's like, the squats where I hold on to the chair.
So you hold on to the chair?
Or to go down and then go back.
Yeah.
And then there's another one with the band, you know, the
resistance band.
Strength, but yes, you use that as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Different things, and it works. There are some that I do every day, and some I just do 3 times a day, 3 times a week. But it is brilliant.
It's good.
It is brilliant.
So do you have some? Is there?
Go ahead.
Do you have to rush? Because I was gonna ask. Now that you're more advanced in age, is there any? Like, how has it been now compared to when you was younger? I'm sure maybe it was a lot easier to go for a run or go.
Well, when I was younger, I never even think about exercise. I was just thinking more about eating and going party and them things there.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about...
Yeah, something's up with the mic.
I started thinking about this.
Speak.
Hello? Is it okay now? Okay.
When I started working as a receptionist at a GP surgery, that's when all these health things started coming to my mind.
Sitting down a lot more.
Yes, and I had access to the doctors or the nurses. I could ask them little things. And then it hit off when I started having, the blood pressure was all over the place. All over the place. And I remember speaking to one of the doctors, and she looked at me and she said, Sonia, do you eat ketchup?
Oh, ketchup.
I said, yes, doctor. And I used to use the ketchup. I used to put it on the bread like when you're painting a wall. She said, those things have a lot of salt. And I cut it out. And it's just going better and better and better. And then we start coming with something the breakfast show. Man, it kicked me off even more.
It's good. It's very important.
Yes.
I've got one that I didn't add to the 10 that I'll share with you next week Wednesday, right, as a little bonus. But before we continue, I want to show you this clip because the next one that we have, the 10th one for today, is sleep. All right, is sleep. So we just heard from Mama Sonia how even doing squats, you can use a chair to support you. All right, so that means you can do it wherever you are or whatever stage that you're at. You can definitely start making a difference to train and exercise those muscle groups to become stronger and to become a lot better. All right, and the next one we have that we're going to show you a clip of is sleep. All right, so sleeping early. All right, repairs the body and brain, balances hormones, improves mood and focus. All right. So we're going to be just preparing a clip for you to have a look at. So you can see these are interesting things that we've looked at. And while we go into that, I got a little audio from David. Have a listen to this, guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, David.
3, 2, 1, blast off.
Yeah, my reflex.
Well, for the morning coffee question, well, I can say if my body has sent me a message, the message would tell me, well, boy, yeah, drink water, but it might not be enough.
Really?
It might not be enough, you know.
Wow.
Try move a little.
Yeah.
And me know you not ignore me. So me I tell you, nobody try it now.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
You love it. So he's going to do weights and more water. All right, so David, weights and more water. All right, fantastic. All right, so look, so last one, like we said, he's seeing things that we can work on. Consistency brings a result. We think of it as hard work to start, but eventually let's be consistent. We've got another clip here about sleep, why it's important. Check this out. This is from Howes. Credit to those guys. Check this out. Go ahead.
How sleep actually builds muscle. When you sleep for 8 hours, your body releases growth hormones that repair the tiny muscle tears made during training.
Wow, love
Then
it.
protein synthesis kicks in, rebuilding those fibers stronger and thicker. But when you don't sleep enough, cortisol rises, slowing recovery and breaking down what you work to build.
So that was from Howes, okay? So this is it. So everything that we've learned today concerning building muscle, concerning the whole thing we're doing, the squats, concerning all these elements that we're talking about, if we don't sleep early, we're missing a trick. Jules, I think you had an experience with that one.
I actually had with a friend or somebody in my branch. He would go to the gym at midnight, do all these crazy things, but he's eaten horribly and he would get like 4 hours of sleep. And I'm like, boy, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the thing is, you're just gonna get frustrated. But I'm going to the gym. I'm banging out. Yeah, but you're not sleeping. I mean, it's like you're not going to the gym. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but yes, also, sorry, go back to your question. I did have a personal experience where even now I'm trying to get my sleep back on track. Well, it's almost like because I am eating much better and I'm having my water and I'm doing all these things, that even when my sleep isn't perfect, I'm not like, I'm dying. So,
fantastic. Beautiful. All right, guys. So please make sure you put into our chat. If you want to be part of this global wellness challenge, then make sure you send us a message to the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. It's on your screen now. Make sure you get the sleep. All right. Irregular sleep routines are not the best thing. Let's try and see if we can get a nice routine going. Let's go for long-term. If you don't, long-term fatigue and health issues can be a problem affecting your heart. Make sure consistent sleep times beat sleeping in. All right. Trust me. Let's be consistent. Natural sleep, and that's from the Natural Sleep Foundation. So let's go for it. Let's work on it. That might be your thing that you put into your purse for your 3 or 5 habits for 2026. Yes, Debs.
Yeah. Oh no. I was agreeing. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I've got my water, and the squats is a really, really good idea.
You like the squats one?
Yeah, because the thing is, you can do 50 in the morning and 50 midday, 50 afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, you can split it up like that, or sometimes if you've got time, you could just bang them.
Yeah. But if you are feeling pain, then stop. All right. But guys, so there you have it. All right. So if you'd like to join the Wellness Challenge, that's it. Plus 4475 79 79 6845. Plus 4475 79 79 6845. You can see the man. We got Pastor Gabriel. There on standby, ready for the next program. But I I've really enjoyed my time with everybody today. Jules, you've been awesome.
Liberty doesn't stop.
Liberty doesn't stop.
It's one after the other.
It keeps it moving. We got Colossus here doing the sound. Thank you, Colossus. Thank you, Mama Sonia. Thank you, Debs.
you so
All
much.
right, and we got a program coming up now with Bishop Allen in just a few moments, and I'll be back with you here in the studio for Where You Going at 12 midday with Pastor Reese with some lovely, powerful topics. But remember, the breakfast show journey doesn't stop here. All right, so have a robust day. Remember, email me at producer@libertyradio.co.uk, producer@libertyradio.co.uk, or send me a message on the WhatsApp line +44 75 79 79 6845. Actually, Paula, I saw your message, but we have to deal with it another time. All right, guys, until next time, God bless you and ciao for now. By the way, tomorrow we're going to have this quiz game in the
We're going to be talking all things X, red flags, so make sure you're tuned in tomorrow.
All right, there you go. See ya. Bye.
I really hope you enjoyed this episode of the program. We have a lot more episodes covering a lot more themes on The Breakfast Show. And guess what? Your experience can be even deeper and more interactive because we are live weekdays from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on libertyradio.co.uk. On that Liberty Radio platform, we have a whole host of other inspirational material. As well as that, we have our breakfast show in the mornings. Check it out. There's a live chat, there's a video feed, and you can get up to date on all the breakfast show antics and fun, vim, excitement, and all that kind of crazy stuff that we love to enjoy. This is Robbie here, Robust Presenter, and I hope to see you live and enjoy the next one.